Schlapp, former White House political director under President George W. Bush and chairman of the American Conservative Union, and Brad Woodhouse, president of Correct the Record and former communications director for the Democratic National Committee. Gentlemen, welcome. Never thought we'd be beginning a panel talking about Skittles, but it seems that Donald Trump Jr. has a bit of a gift for getting in trouble on Twitter, as does his dad sometimes. So, Matt, what do you make of it?
I think the metaphors in politics almost always get you in trouble, but the underlying policy is what's really resonating with voters, Martha, which is we have no way to vet these refugees coming over from Syria and many other countries that have a huge terrorism problem. We just saw with the bombs that were set off in New York and potentially in New Jersey and other places that we have a very serious homeland security problem, and we should only be bringing people inside our borders who love this country, want to be part of this country, and want to become, hopefully, eventually citizens of this country. We should not be a way station for people who we know really very little about.
Brad, do you believe that we have a very serious homeland security problem in this country?
Of course we have a homeland security problem in this country, but this tweet by Donald Trump Jr., I mean, look, let's just say it. The isolationist, xenophobic, racist, nationalist apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I mean, this wasn't an accident. I mean, we've seen Donald Trump Jr. just last week talking about marching people into gas chambers. We saw him tweet a white nationalist. No, we did, Matt.
Brad,
Matt, you know well.
Brad,
you know well that.
Brad, hold on. I have a question for you because I want to talk to you about the sentiment of it, which has to do with whether or not we have a homeland security problem, and whether, I mean, Donald Trump Jr. is not running for president last time I checked. So let's talk about the issue that he's talking about.
Sure.
Do we have a problem with letting in people and not knowing whether or not there are people who want to do us harm among them? I mean, you know, we saw that quite clearly over the weekend in New York and in New Jersey.
Well, look, the Cato Institute, which, by the way, is funded partly by the Koch brothers, a very Republican libertarian group, just came out with a report, a study, an analysis that says there is an American has a 1 in 3.64 billion chance of being the victim of a terrorist attack by a refugee. It's infinitesimal. It virtually doesn't exist. I mean, look, Martha, this a bad apple spoils the bunch argument, which that Skittles analogy is, goes back generations. It's been used to try to deny immigration to Irish, to the Jews, to all types of people.
This is not right.
Isolationist,
this is not right.
Nationalist, racist.
Look, this is not right, Brad. We have a unique historical problem with radicalized Muslims. This is a unique problem. This is not a problem the Irish had, okay? This is not a a Catholic problem. This is a problem within a religion where most of that religion is peace-loving, but they have a big and growing cancer of jihadism within the religion. For us to act like this is like every other question of race and ethnicity is putting our national security at risk, and it's why Democrats are losing voters on this question. It really isn't about partisanship anymore. It's about, do we protect our country? Does it matter that our people could get blown up in community after community after community? How many of these events have to happen before the liberals in the Democratic Party wake up to the fact that this is something Republicans and Democrats should unite on? Let's keep the jihadists out of America. It's a pretty simple concept.
Matt, the suspect in these most recent attacks came to America when he was 7. What are you suggesting we would have vetted?
Here's what I'm suggesting.
A 7-year-old.
Here's what I'm suggesting.
Now look, this Matt, hold on a minute. You just spoke. I mean, this campaign, Donald Trump, from the minute he stepped on the stage, has stoked fear. This is exactly what he did to win the Republican primary. It's what he's going to try to do to win president.
But Brad,
to win the presidency.
Brad, let me interject here for a moment.
Here's
the difference
for this type of fear mongering.
Hold on. You know, I think what I hear you arguing about is the recognition that we have a problem, okay? Because what I'm hearing from your side, Brad, is that it's not that big a deal. That the Cato Institute says, you know what, the likelihood that you're going to be hit by a terror attack as an individual. So that's supposed supposed to make us all feel better, I guess, about the fact that the fabric of our lives and the way we live has changed forever thanks to these attacks, okay? So your side is winning, because I think we are becoming so thick-skinned that we think it's not a big deal when somebody puts bombs all over 2 states, New York City and 1 location in New Jersey, to be specific. We're supposed to feel like our odds are pretty good, so it's not a big deal, and we really shouldn't worry about it.
Martha, that's not true. No one is saying it's not big a deal. No one's saying we shouldn't be vigilant. But our response should be proportionate to what the reality is. I mean, you're much more likely to be a victim of violence by someone who was born and bred right here in America, who has no terrorist
Great.
ties.
That's a huge relief, I'm sure, to a lot of people, Brad. That makes them feel really good.
That's
because
right.
when they get in the subway, when you drive into Manhattan through the tunnel, when you do what those of us who live here do every day, this is constantly on your mind, and that anxiety level is just sort of something people learn to live with, and it's not nice, let me tell you. So
this is.
Matt,
sorry, Mark.
No one is suggesting that we should just live with it. When it comes to the
question of refugees, because the president's about to step up at the United Nations and suggest that we let in 100,000 refugees, and I believe, as you guys do, I know, that 99% of those people are people who we should have probably helped in their hometown when we had the opportunity, who never wanted to leave their village in the first place, and who are good people, okay? But we don't necessarily have a way to vet them properly, and that makes people nervous. So what do we do? Let me let you each go at that. Matt, you start.
So basically, I think one of our principles as a government should be, we don't just bring in refugees because we feel bad. These people are in a terrible circumstance. This is just a disaster. We bring in people to America because we have a need for them in our economy, or because we think they will make America stronger by becoming permanent residents or citizens. When we have problems overseas, I think we should intervene and we should help. And the best thing for refugees in Syria and in areas around them is to create safe zones, to create an ability for them to be safe in their persons and to be able to go back to their countries when those countries are stabilized.
I mean,
If we don't defeat jihadism, we can't do this.
I did let you have a lot of time, and I got to go, but I promise we'll start with you next time. But it's a horrific situation, and and you see what's happening in Germany. They've let people in, and now there's tremendous pushback because it's not working. So thank you, guys. We'll talk more about it. Good to see you both.